The snow fell gently on the little town, covering everything in a glistening white blanket. Christmas lights twinkled in the windows, and the air was filled with the smell of pine and freshly baked cookies. Whisker, the bold and adventurous cat, sat by the window, his golden eyes sparkling with curiosity. This Christmas felt different. His human, Clara, had been busy decorating and baking, but Whisker sensed something unusual outside. The soft crunch of footsteps in the snow, the jingling of bells, and the faint sound of a ho, ho, ho tickled his feline instincts. When Clara went to bed, Whisker decided it was time to investigate. The moment the house grew quiet, he leapt from his perch, pushed open the slightly ajar door, and padded into the snowy night. Whisker spotted a trail of large, boot-shaped footprints in the snow. They were accompanied by smaller hoof marks, like those of a reindeer. Intrigued, he followed them through the quiet streets, his tail swishing in excitement. The tracks led to the town square, where a massive Christmas tree stood glittering with ornaments and lights. Beneath the tree, a large sack sat, tipped over, with a few presents spilling out. Beside it, a man in a red suit scratched his head, looking rather distressed. "Santa?" Whisker meowed, tilting his head. The man turned, his eyes widening. "Well, I'll be jolly. A cat? And you can talk." Whisker, ever confident, puffed out his chest. "I'm Whisker the Bold, adventurer extraordinaire. Do you need help?" Santa chuckled, but looked worried. "I do indeed. My reindeer got spooked by a falling icicle and dashed off. I can't deliver the rest of the presents without them." Whisker's whiskers twitched. This was the perfect opportunity for an adventure. Whisker sniffed the air, his sharp senses picking up the faint scent of reindeer. "Follow me," he meowed, bounding off into the snowy forest at the edge of town. Santa, surprisingly nimble for his size, followed with his sack slung over his shoulder. The forest was dark and filled with shadows, but Whisker navigated it with ease. Soon, he heard the sound of hooves and the jingling of bells. There, tangled in a thicket of holly, were the reindeer. Rudolph, his nose glowing faintly, snorted in frustration. "We got stuck," he said. "Stay still," Whisker instructed, using his sharp claws to tear through the branches. The reindeer were free in no time. Santa was overjoyed. "Thank you, Whisker, but we're running out of time. Would you like to join me on my sleigh?" Whisker's eyes widened. "Me? On a sleigh?" Before he could change his mind, Santa scooped him up and placed him on the seat next to him. With a hearty ho, 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 the sleigh took off, soaring into the sky. Whisker held on tight as they zoomed over rooftops, delivering presents to children all over the world. As dawn broke, Santa returned Whisker to his cozy home. Clara was still asleep, the stockings hung by the fireplace now filled with goodies. Before leaving, Santa reached into his sack and pulled out a small, golden bell. "For Whisker the Bold," he said with a wink, fastening the bell to a red collar. "Merry Christmas, my friend," Whisker purred, his heart full of pride and joy. He watched as the sleigh disappeared into the sky, the jingling of bells fading into the morning air. When Clara woke up, she found Whisker curled up under the tree, his new collar gleaming. Little did she know, her adventurous cat had saved Christmas. Would you like me to continue Whisker's adventures or refine this tale further? Christmas tree paw prints. Comment below.